I'm well. How are you, John?
I'm doing good. Welcome. Welcome
Cool.
to ReelInFilms. That's where we're going to be posting this interview. So I wanted to say I really did love the film. I loved your character. One of the things that I mentioned is that all of the characters in the film feel lifelike and they feel real.
Right.
So my first question for you is what drew you into being part of Who Are You People?
Well, I was invited by the writer director Ben Epstein to check it out and read the script, and it was really even from the script phase. It just I don't know. I liked the story overall. Just what it was about and what it was saying. I think it's that identity question. I like the character. I had connected. I'd played a cop years ago. I was on Adam 12 show, so that was fun. But it was a different kind of character than something I played, and kind of as I've grown older, exploring different characters. I wanted to do film. I've done mostly television. So that was exciting for me to get an opportunity to do a film and to do a really good film. So so that's to get back and just not be doing anything but to do this. And what's great about a film is you get to read the whole script as opposed to in TV stuff where you don't necessarily know where your characters are going. So I really like the character. I love the story. So
Okay,
that
so touching bases on that from TV to film because I got to see your past work. So what is the difference between because you just mentioned that when you're on a TV series, you don't know where your character's going for or what's the route that they're going to take. But what is the difference between being a character on a TV show and then from now being a character on a full length film?
so I think the with a film, not only do you know where your character's going, say on TV, you'll know like the first episode, maybe the first two episodes. And then based on that, your character may change depending on what the audience sees her like. You don't know where the story was going to go. I was on it most recently on a Tyler Perry series that went 8 seasons. So where he told us the characters were going to be going in season one, and where we ended up season 8 was completely different places. So you have to make that adjustment as you go through. On a film like this, you see everything, and kind of your whole character arc is there in the story arc. You know it in the beginning. In a series, your character arc might be over a season, whereas this was different. A film is special. There's much more time on it. I did daytime for a while, and then this show where we might be doing over 60 pages in a day. Whereas on a feature film like this, you're doing maybe 4 or 5 pages a day. And working with Ben, it was great because this is a project that was close to him. So he knew what he wanted in performance was very important, and the life of the characters was very important to him. So there's a lot more time and attention given to that as opposed to, we've got so many hours and we've got to get it, get this product out. He was really, I think, involved in the characters and the story in a way that kind of reminded me more. I started in theater, maybe a little more like theater. Sometimes you get more time to have questions and work through moments.
So, how was your experience while being on set? Because you are I would say you are a key part of one of the characters' story arcs. So, how was it? How was your experience working on set?
It was great. Everybody was great. Devin was very cool to work with. Emma actually got a bit of time. It was raining the one of the last scenes that was shot was actually my first scene on set, and so while we were waiting for rain and doing things, got to sit in the car with Emma and get to know her, and she's just was really uh, a special kind of person, extremely talented actress. And I think that was demonstrated when we were at the Mammoth Film Festival. She won Best Actress for that, and it was funny because I've been in the business 40 years, and I'm talking to her like I'm sharing some wisdom, and she's just tearing it up on screen. So she was awesome, and just a very cool kind of person. So I had a great time. We shot it in Portland, so got to go up there and film. So that was a fun experience. It's always great to work on location where you go away, and it just allows you to get into a different vibe, a different rhythm. That city has its own kind of feel to it, which is um, so being away on location on something like that, it gives you an opportunity to experience that. So it was a good
So
great experience.
do you have any moment while you were filming that you keep in memory till this day?
Hmm. I I think interesting. The I'll say sitting in sitting in the car talking to Emma was
Okay.
probably had some good moments, but I think you're asking on screen. Uh, I'm trying to think. I think that first day was a good day. It was a night where we were out filming, and just that sort of getting into that film mode again and everything. And there was some stuff with fire and the rain and some physical stuff that was happening. It was I really enjoyed just having that first day experience.
So I saw that Reggie in the film does have a past with one of the main characters played by
Mhm.
Devin. So seeing how I would say difficult is for Reggie to be able to see Devin's character basically in the day-to-day basis. How was your plan on bringing Reggie to life when you're about to, be on set and be ready for these couple of days or months to film who you are who my bad. Who are you people?
Yeah, no, it's interesting because the choices as an actor. So when we shot it, I did some takes some different ways, and 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 some ways that I felt were there's some bad history between us that I felt reflected that maybe a little more. And I think the takes that were chosen pulled back from that a little bit, which worked. But it was something really that, and I think it all works in the scope of the whole story. So that's what's kind of interesting is as an actor, you see sort of your perspective and what you think and feel, and then you trust that the director, when he brings his all of the pieces together for this story, it's like like an orchestra. You're playing your one instrument, but it's like, okay, no, 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 we want the horns a little bit low here because now we want the strings high, and that's what the director is doing. So you're saying, no, I want to. He's like, no, it's here. This is where you. This is where we want to be with this and all. So that's what's great in a film. If you're doing a play, you've got weeks to work that out. When you're
Yeah.
doing a film, you've got an evening, and so okay, so we'll do a take this way, and we'll do a take this way, and then they have it in the can, and then they pick through in editing how they make it work. So It's
Okay.
always neat to see what stays and what doesn't, what ends up on the floor.
So Peter, I have one final thing to ask because I've
Sure.
been literally leaving this for the end. I did notice that you were part of Knight Rider. So
Yes.
I wanted you to tell us a little bit of your experience on being part of such an iconic um, 80s TV show.
That was great. Actually, that was my big break. I had
Okay.
been, doing some commercial stuff, working on guest spots, and that was the job that allowed me to quit my day job being a regular that last year. And that was really kind of my dream job, other than doing action film. That was like an action television show. And coming in on a hit show, working with David was a lot of fun. I remember Night of the Rising Sun was one of my favorite episodes because I'm fighting ninjas with a snow shovel, and it was just it was a great experience. It was a lot of fun. Um, I wish at that time, this little bit of history, action shows were going out and sitcoms were coming in. But if we had one more season, RC was going to get a motorcycle that was like Kit. My
Oh,
last
nice.
episode, his motorcycle got destroyed, and uh, and so I was the bike was crushed and I was crushed when we didn't come back. But it was a great experience. It was just after that, I did a film, Death Before Dishonor, in Israel, and the show was on in German. And that
Okay.
was when I realized, wow, this show is like an international hit because it's airing all over the world and different, obviously my voice was dubbed and everything. So, but it was a great breaking into the industry experience.
Thank you very much, Peter, for
All
giving
right.
us that little piece of history and talking about the film Who Are You People? That for everybody that's watching this interview is going to be coming to select theaters and VOD on February 24th, and it's available now to pre order on iTunes. So, Peter, thank you once again for
All
being
right.
part of this interview. And again, your character is one of my favorite characters on the film.
Ah, thank you, John. Pleasure to meet you and talk with you.
Same here.